Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk Forest TV. Back again with the another Talk Forest news show. Bit to get through as per usual. But obviously nothing that doesn't phase us being a Forest fan. So obviously we are talking about the out of contract players, which um we know, and obviously I posted that onto the um social media piece. Diario, Dawson Christie, Dorito Heffler. Amobi, Freeman, Cafu, Sal, Clough and Guerrero. Don't forget Cafu and Freeman are on loan deals, so they probably will go back unless if you want to keep Cafu. Um, then obviously it mainly down to the other players. Would we want to keep them or not? So it'd be quite interesting to see what we want to keep, what we don't want to keep. Um, Obviously, we're all probably expecting that players like Clough, Heffley to probably leave the City ground, probably at the end of the season due to not being involved in the team as much as they probably want to. We're probably looking at probably Christie if he does go back, unless we don't keep Dorica, will we keep Cyrus Christie at the club? It'd probably be a battle them two who would keep or unless if Chris Hughton does have his own sort of way of who does he want or the sort of like the midfielder that he does want. So that's the other one. Sam Basal, would you keep Sam Basal? That's is probably another one. Would you keep Sam Basal? Obviously, we've got Guerrero and Cafu. I know, I know it's too early to say, but Cafu is starting to grow into that sort of role that he is becoming a bit of a fan favourite. Would you keep him? Um, Guerrero, I know he signed a year contract. Would you want to keep Guerrero at the club where, yeah, he's starting to make um, himself known and actually finish. He has to impress in certain um, things. Um, so, would you keep him? Club, obviously, a bit spoke about them. They're not really getting involved with stuff like with the squad and all that. Would you keep the IO for you hadn't really made an appearance or appearance? Obviously, that Jordan Smith and um, what do you call it, being number two. So, quite a lot of questions. Patrick saying need to clear out, got a massive squad, let the left pick his place he wants. That's mainly the big thing. Also spent been in January, summer, and that if we do actually want players, and we need to ship a load of players out and let these players who we don't want in the squad and actually would you want these sort of new players who Chris Hughton want? Imagine that he probably does, but who knows? Obviously, we're all on live on Twitch, so which is quite nice. Something different, and obviously it gives us that something else. Now, obviously, we all probably will be doing a lot more live streams on Twitch and see you on the Facebook page. So keep on doing it. Patrick saying get rid of Yates. Obviously, I wonder how long that's been before we actually get rid of Yates. Comment will come in. So, but obviously, we're probably seeing a lot of people who probably don't want players in who they don't want. Most of them for So it's interesting actually. But hey ho. But the way I see it is that if we want out of the contract players, who would you want to keep? Who would you want to finish go? A lot of people saying that they would actually like to keep players like Finney. I know, Scott, you've been on the channel last time we did instant match with saying Sarah and Catherine can stay. Quite a few people saying Dawson need to go into coaching and side now, and keeping Sammy Amriba. Quite a few people making jokes about it, saying that give Cliff a new contract. I know it's on a bit of money as well, so why would we actually want to keep him? So it's a bit weird one with that one, but why would you want to keep a player that not featured properly in this first team for a while and keep him here? So it's a strange one, but personally I'd get rid of him. Patrick saying well, still tier 3 new fans. It's him that was still in tier 3. Obviously the government are making their stance about it. Obviously won't be in the pub for Christmas or New Year, but hey ho. But it seems that we are probably out of it, and hopefully that we can get back into pubs and obviously football grounds in New Year, where when most people got the vaccine and that we're in a much better place in terms of COVID. So that I do come along and see it, to be fair, but it's a shame that we are so in this lockdown. So obviously they don't know what they're doing in Parliament and that they need to finish. Yeah, I probably agree with that. It probably will be March before we actually get back into things and actually out of it. I think because obviously the rollout on the vaccine, that it will take us a while to actually get out of this thingy, and seeing we do, I think it'd be a lot more better in terms of going to football and that, because I know quite a lot. I know I certainly do miss it. So it's a shame, but hey ho, we do learn to get deal with it a lot more better. But I just hope that when we do go back, we have got a team that is fighting the right end of the division, not the wrong end of this division, and that we are fighting a lot more high up the table. So that's how I do see it. But it'd be down to the players. It'd be down to players to actually pull us out of this and actually push us up the table instead of keeping us down there. And I think after Tuesday's game against Sheffield Wednesday, I think hopefully that they can start to push us up that way on the table nowadays. So it'd be interesting how we do go about it, but it is supposed to be talking about. Obviously, do get following on the Twitter, on our socials, including Twitch. We are live on Twitch right now. Obviously, it's a new thing for us all that we're doing more live things on Twitch than out nowadays. So I just to try and finish. But hey, who would you guys like to see on the Tea Platinum players that we do have? Because I think it's like it seemed that we do it coming up to that time there that just say this. There you go. It is a shame that we are looking at possibly letting players go. I know it's quite early in the season, but from January, obviously, Mason can start talking to other clubs who are quite possibly want to sign them. Outside of that, so it's one of them ones where they could actually bring them in. They could actually get them ready for the summer and free, unless Forest can get rid of them earlier on in the market, and actually they can get rid of them in January for a relative fee or terminate the contract a lot more early. So it's be a weird one for Forest, but I think if they do it and that they do start to get rid of players, then I think that it'd be a massive boost for Forest to actually side the squad. Yeah, Chris Hughton always said that it's not gonna finish the squad anyway, because it just needs little tweaks to it. So I think that Chris Hughton outside of that won't make massive changes to the squad if he has to. So it's one of them ones where lots of people want a load of players to actually go, a load of players to finish. It won't make that dramatic change just yet. I think the club has to understand that, yeah, fair enough, we can chop and change, but it's not going to help the club, it's not going to help the players settle and generate that team bond, what they did after last season. Yeah, fair enough, they bought 14 new players in, but they had a decent squad and a decent bond where they could actually play together and they knew the strength. So I can't see us making dramatic changes to anything that a lot of people would like to see. So I can't see us doing anything dramatically that funny. And do you think you get any players who want to sign? It probably would do if it's here by end of Christmas, but it's one of them ones. I do think that if he does, then it will do, but I can't see him protesting. I can't. He knows the story. He knows that he will have to get players out before he can get players in, because of obviously how things are and how financial fair play does come into it. But I'm sure that he does have a really good positive idea of what he does actually want. Not heard much from but I'm sure that they're up to something behind the scenes, that they're working hard towards getting things planned for January. I mean, it is that time of year where the board and managers are working hard, especially getting towards that sort of Christmas time with January man. And obviously they had quite a lot of games actually. They played near enough 6 games in a month nearly, and they've got near enough the Christmas finish before they actually can finish. So I do think that the been was there. Patrick Wood, owner, told the Dafford to sell before he buys, as we had this one. Depending on what thingy, I know Chris Hughton has said that he wants to treat and that he wants to treat little things in the squad. He said that they're not massive things that he wants to treat, but he will treat certain things where he can probably switch it up a little bit with how he wants to play in that. So I think he will do that. But outside of that, I do think that he will make little changes to the squad, but I don't think he want to make whole changes to the squad, because obviously it'd be unfair on the squad that paid the start and whoever came in summer and whoever probably not paid as much came to get a better start and not had it. So I think Chris Hughton knows what he's doing with it, but I don't think that he will make dramatic, and that if he does need to make changes to the squad, that he will do. I don't know so that he will do, but I think that if he needs to make changes, he will need to sell. But I don't think he will make drastic changes in one day. He'll do it depending on and that's still with question, depending how long he is here for. Will he make little changes, summer transfer, winter transfer, summer transfer, and just build from that? Because I think that's how he needs to do it, and just keep the pace that he wants there, let them build, then go from there. Because I think if we make drastic changes, then I think it's just going to upset the army or the squad. It's just going to upset a lot, and performances will be just been like they have been at the start of this season, where they haven't been the best, and we have lost quite a few games. So I'm not going to lie about that, but I do feel like that if they do that, I'll just hope that it's not massive changes, because it's just not going to help the harmony of squad, the team bonding, and all that. So, I mean, kind of how much if we want of that, but I think that I can't see him making drastic changes. So just for the sake of it, just to get his own men in, then he's getting sacked in 6 months, and then Forest will have to do the same process again, and it is a bit unfair doing it and spending the onus money the every time, and just getting us into trouble with FFP. So that's what I do think to it personally, but you never know with Forest, you never know with football nowadays. So, but I mean, all the clubs know that if they want to win in and sell, that it's not best just to chop and change 30 players every 5 months just to make it work. So, there you go. But I just hope that whatever Forest do, that they do it the right way, and that we do make the changes where we need to, and that if we do things the right way, then I can feel like that Forest will push on and actually move forward. But that be stemming down to the ownership, to the board, to the manager, to not chop and change that every 5 minutes, and actually do things the right way. So, I mean, you can easily agree to that, you can easily disagree to it, but that's how I can see us going about it for Christmas, for this January transfer window, and that we are, yeah, I think if we have to sell players because of we have to balance the books, and that just don't do it drastically and actually pin out 30 players and just expect miracles to happen, because it won't. So, it'd be an interesting one, to be fair, with it, but that'd be down to Forest, that'd be down to things to get things right and actually build a steady foundation there with what we got to actually build something. So it will be interesting. But don't say that if we don't do things the right way, then we'll be further down, and it just be down to the recruitment between the board and that. So, but going back to the out contracts players, obviously we do have players like the IEO, like we can actually put a starting 11 like a 4-4-1-1 out of this, just because that the nature of having that sort of squad where most of them could quite easily be in and out. Most of them are first team regulars. Most of them are just squad players. I mean, 2 of them hadn't even featured Forest for donkeys. I mean, Heffley was on the bench against Barnsley, and Chelsea, where club haven't featured at all in the last being 3 years. So I do think that it's something that we Forest will have to work on. And actually, does Chrissy do want to keep them, or if it's not going to be here after January then, or February, March, does that manager want to keep them? So it got to be down to the football inside to say, yeah, we want to keep these players, yeah, we don't want to keep them. If we don't, then these players just gonna be Vinny, and if you don't want these players, get them gone in January. These expiry players, so if you want to keep them, give them contracts. That's the best way for the players to actually sort this out. I think if they don't, then it's not gonna help the players. It's not gonna help the terms of how they are. And for the folks that are following us on Twitch, do follow us on Twitch, as well as the other social medias that we do actually have, because we are going to be live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube channel. So we will be live on these three. Obviously with Twitch, I'm starting to learn a lot more about Twitch, and we will be starting to show a lot more content on Twitch now. We are probably going to on YouTube when we start to build up and progress in Twitch. We are going to start to do a lot more things on Twitch. So do give us a follow. Do give us the subscribe on the Twitch, because we get much more perks and a lot more things, so we can be doing a lot more. So obviously I've got 2 followers on Twitch, and we would like to get that up to 50, up to 100, and start to build on for it. So I probably will be doing a channel update sometime soon about it. So we've got to try and keep it looked at, but obviously, thank you guys. Obviously, we are keeping the Facebook live going, because most of our followers are from that just communicate is on Facebook. We are live on YouTube as well. So yeah, do get following on all our social medias. The links are in the description parts, so do give it a whirl. But it will be an interesting time for Forest, especially more now with Jamie coming up with place out contract. We'll sort it out. That's my biggest guess. But it is Forest we're talking about. We don't know what will happen, so it will be an interesting time ahead. But Chris Wheaton will know what he is doing, and who we would like, who we wouldn't like. So we have to wait and see what does actually come from this. So but I'm not going to get notes up with it, because it is Forest, and we don't expect it. So I'd like to say thank you for watching, guys. Do get like into the social medias, our YouTube channel, our Twitch, our Twitter, our Instagram, Facebook page, because obviously you see a lot of content that does go up on these quite a lot. So I'd like to say thank you for watching, and goodbye.